can't contain. Running through shadows, chasing the rain. I wear the scars like a devil's crown, but there's a voice that won't let me drown. She walks the line between wrong and right. Her halo's bent, but her eyes ignite. She pulls me back when I go too far. A rebel's compass, a guiding star. I'm a rebel with an angel on my side, burning the rules while I take the ride. She keeps me steady when I lose control. A wild heart tethered by a gentle soul. I dance with chaos, I flirt with sin, but her light shines where the dark begins. She's my shadow when I face the sun. A battle fought, but never won. Wings of mercy, fists of steel. She makes me feel what I never feel. A whisper soft yet loud as thunder. She pulls me out when I go under. I'm a rebel with an angel on my side.
What's up,
Hey,
everybody?
everybody.
Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. I'm going to do something right quick, Angel. You go ahead and talk to him right quick.
I hope everybody's doing good. Thank you guys so much for being in here and hanging out with us for a little bit. If y'all haven't hit the like, please do so. And subscribe if you haven't done so. We really appreciate y'all being in here with us tonight. We're so excited to restart this channel back, guys. It's good to see everybody. We love y'all too. And our Rocket Queen. And Summer Thunder. Yeah, Rebel Thunder.
I got it.
Hello, Mama Digger and Brady and Joni. Summer Thunder and Spread Love Not Hate. Miss Nani, Beagle Mom. Miss Julie. Hello, Mary Jane. Summer Thunder. Just want to say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
It's good to see you all. And it's great. Yeah, let me turn my camera on. So we're going to stay on camera. It's great to have this channel back. Now, we're going to do some new things with this channel. We'll tell you about that. And we're also going to let you all, if you have any questions that you want to ask, most of you know everything about us anyway. But if there's something that you don't know, that you want to know, that you'd like to, we're an open book. We'll tell you what you need to know. So first off, we're going to use this channel and we're going to go, I'm going to start collecting Bibles and I'm going to give them out to the homeless and the homeless veterans around here. We're also going to start collecting stuff for the homeless and homeless veterans because winter's coming up. And there's a lot of places that don't help around here. And I don't like that. I mean, trust me, I've been homeless. Me and Becca both with the kids. I mean, we finally got us a place, but we were homeless too. So we're going to do that. We're going to do a lot of things for the veterans. That's one thing that I want to do, that we're going to do. I want to because I love the veterans. I love the veterans.
Okay, Rocket. Okay, honey.
And I want to do something for them because they done a lot for us.
Absolutely.
So if anybody wants to ask anything, let me set this. I don't know how I can do this. Let me set it up here. Let's see. All right, you can start a question and answer. I guess that's how you do that. I don't know.
We hope everybody's having a good week so far. Girl, this is just me all natural. Just had on. Thank you.
All right. So I put a list in there that said, ask us anything. I don't know if it shows up on y'all.
I see it on the I see it. Oh, you got it pinned to the top of the chat. I see it.
Okay. So all you got to do is go up there to the top of chat and ask us anything. And how have y'all been? I hope y'all been doing good. And Rocket, it's great to see you. It is great to see you. And Digger Duck, I seen you in here. How is Ghost Devil?
Yes.
I seen that he got up and done a little bit of walking. Will you tell Zach we said, hey, Brady? What's up,
Hello,
Chris?
Good to see you. And Mama
Yes.
Digger, we love you and Ghost Devil.
Yes, we love you too, Rocket. And hell, let's just do this. So, questions and answers pinned to the top. So, y'all come on up there. Remember, tomorrow is road trip music. So, if you want to put a song in for the road trip, I don't think it'll do it over here, but let me, babe, go grab the email for the road trip. Most everybody's already probably sent them in. And if you would like to, we have movies in Discord. We also have a place in there where you could put your there you go, Angel. Nani asked you a question. And this is a Discord link. Here, I'll put it up. Here you go. Look at the screen.
How is it, Rebel? Got you? Well, honey, I have no idea. I guess it starts off as I was working at a gas station almost 16 years ago. It'll be 16 years that we've been together. February the 2nd of we got together of 2010. I was working at a gas station and he came in, and at that time I was with a crazy
Rocket said chloroform.
a crazy bitch. Anyway, I was in a female relationship and she was a crazy bitch. But anyway, and Tim walked in there, or Rebel, however y'all know him. He come in and there was 2 registers. I was working at Marathon. There was 2 registers, and my register rung up the cigarettes cheaper. He went to one and it rung up more. So he came over to mine, and then he kind of hit it off. And I told him, all men are assholes. And he said, not all men are assholes. And we've been together ever since, pretty much. So that's,
okay.
All
right, let me tell you the story. I met her February 2nd, and we started talking. February the 13th, she was arguing and saying,
yeah,
that's exactly right, Nani. She was saying that men are dickheads, they're assholes. So I thought, okay. So I went and I got her 1 single red rose and a box of chocolates, and I walked back in to the store she was working at, and I made sure all the customers were gone, and I slid her a rose, and I slid her the box of candy. Didn't say, but not all men are assholes, and I walked out, and
Yep.
she come by my house that night. We've been together ever since.
Pretty much, yes. I moved in with him on March the 8th, and I will always remember it because that's my niece's birthday. March the 8th, 2010 is when. So we met February the 2nd of 2010. That was the first day we met. We got pregnant February the 22nd of 2010, and I moved in with him March the 8th of 2010. So, yeah. Wham, wham, bam, 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 bam.
First time. Very first time.
Yeah.
But guys, that's what we're going to do with this channel. We want to do it for veterans and the homeless, and because I think it's time that they deserve something. And I'm not going to do this for credit or anything like that, but I want them to know that people care about them. People care about them. And we're going to start taking up collections. And if y'all want to help, you can. You do not have to. We're going to take up clothes collections. If you have any clothes that you don't use no more, we can take them. If you want to help with the Bibles, you can help collect them and send them to us. And if you don't know how to get it into us, just get in touch with me and Becca, and we'll take care of them like that. And like I said, it's going to be clothes, necessities that they'll need during the winter. And when we go to give these out, you guys go with us. You will go with us. And then
Thank you.
hey, Lanny. Thank you, Lanny.
Thank you, darling. Good to see you, honey.
And then, like I said, I wanted to do this before, and we never had a chance because things got hectic and stuff. So we're even going to involve Tyler, Trinity, and baby James with us. Me and Tyler might go stand in front of a store just to shake a hand of a veteran, just to shake a hand and let them know that people still do care about them.
Yeah.
Because I know I care about our veterans. I care about the homeless here. And I want
absolutely
people to know that. I want them to know that. Because I guarantee you can go talk to a veteran right now. I'll say about 85 to 90% of them have said that they will do it all over again.
Yep.
They will do it all over again.
And there's some that'll tell you, well, I appreciate that. I feel like I've been forgotten about. And that's really sad. It really is, considering they fought for our freedom, and they just say, well, thanks. Nobody's never really said that to me. I feel like I've been forgotten. It's heartbreaking. It really is. So just to show respect to the people, the men and women that have fought so hard for our freedom, just to give them, a little bit of token of appreciation and sit down and talk to them and just, get to know them. Absolutely. That is worth it to us, and make them feel like they matter, because some of them feel like they don't. And it's heartbreaking. It really is. It really is. And that's exactly right, Lenny. And it is so sad to see them. They don't get treated like they should. They don't get, in my opinion, and Rebel thinks the same, with veterans, I think they should get 100% benefits, everything. You served our country. That's the least that we could do. Give you medical, dental, vision, prescriptions, everything for life, but they don't do it like that. And it's heartbreaking. It really is. It really is. Like, it's sad. It really is. It's crazy. Yeah, you have to be 100, and we know this for a fact. You have to be 100% disabled from the VA medical center in order to get dental, just dental, not vision, just dental. You have to be 100% disabled through the VA. And that's awful. That's awful. So sad. Absolutely horrible. Yeah.
Very horrible.
Yeah.
So, guys, ask us questions.
Yes, we're open books. Come on, guys.
You can ask us anything that you want to, no matter what it is.
Hello, Miss Fred. Good to see
It's
you, love.
Fred.
Yeah, I mean, and
And
it's
now,
heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see people like that.
I will say this: if I see a homeless person, I won't give them the money, but I'll take them in, or I'll go buy them something,
Yep.
because I'm afraid so many of them, and just anybody. But I will go in and buy a meal, go in and buy them something to drink, whatever they need. I won't do it. I won't hand them straight money, because I'm afraid that they will use it for alcohol. And
No,
Nani, honey, I love you dearly. You're like my older sister, even though I'm older than you. But no.
but like and we, where we're talking about homeless people, like me and Rebel literally have been homeless several times with our children, and it's absolutely like it's awful. It is awful, truly. And we've seen firsthand, um, you know, like in our area, these people stand at Walmart with signs and stuff, and that's fine. Like, that's fine. But these people that stand up here at our local Walmart stand up there for the wrong reasons. We have watched it with our own eyes.
Yeah, we've seen them get money and then go get in a nice fancy car and just drive off.
Yep, or we'd see them. They're standing on the corner at Walmart, and somebody gives them money. So that person walks into Walmart, buys beer, and then the they take turns. They get out of a minivan and they flip so they can have their alcohol intake, and that's absolutely horrible. When people, we've been there before, so we know if you're actually legit homeless and you need help, you're gonna, appreciate anything. You're
Exactly, Rocket.
just gonna panhandle just to get alcohol or whatever.
But hey, Miss Fred, and Rocket's right. Just a kind word could help them, and that's why I say no. I can't blame you for trying, Nani. And that's I done lost train of thought. I'll think of it again here in a minute. Steve-O, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. But where me and Angel, when we were homeless, we found us a motel. And to pay for this motel, Angel and me got out and busted our ass from the time the kids got on the school bus. Or no, she took them to school. I'm sorry. From the time that she took them to school and come back, I was up and ready, and we went out and we picked them up from school. And then we would continue on until about 8 or 9 o'clock at night working just to get $300 a week for a 2-bed or 3-bed. I'm sorry, it was a 3-bed motel room.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're in Kingsport.
We stayed the last time we was in a motel room. We was there for almost a year before we found this house. Granted, the house is small that we're in, but it beats a motel room. But we was literally there for almost a year, and that was hell on me and Rebel because, like he said, from the time we woke up and we took the babies to school, when I come back to get him, it was like say 9:30 at the most. We was out all day long till at least 9-10 o'clock at night, and had to start all over again every day just to pay for our motel room every week. So we had a place for our babies to lay their head. We wasn't worried about us. We was worried about our babies having a head to lay on, a bed to lay on. Lord,
Yes.
Your youngins are screaming in the background. Sorry, guys.
I heard them back there just now. But I mean, everybody knows that it's starting to get colder now. You're starting to get cold, and it's just getting ridiculous. So, and that's that's exactly how we done. We busted and saved ass until we got this place for a whole year. Now, Rocket, before I met Becca, I did sleep in my car for a little bit, but so I know how that is. But even that's what I was getting ready to say. But even with the shelter, sometimes it's cold out there because you might not have the gas to run it to keep the heat on or anything like that. And guys, I just want to make a change and do something for somebody because we've been lucky enough and fortunate enough to find a place of our own. And maybe, I don't know, maybe handing out a Bible or shaking a hand or giving clothes, that'll help somebody in the long run.
Well, just like I said, I say, guys, on my channel, you don't know what somebody's going through. Be kind. A little act of kindness doesn't cost nothing, and it really does mean a lot to somebody. Trust me, me and Rebel's been there. We know it really does mean a lot to somebody. Just a little act of kindness. So take time to listen. It means a lot. It really does. Truly. Just like our veterans, me and Rebel used to be a part of the VFW Auxiliary here in Bristol before it closed down. And I'm telling you, like Rebel knows this from a fact. I'm a hugger. I'm a loving person. And when I care and I love with all my heart, and I get attached to people. I've always been like that. So there was several people at the VFW that they would just flock to me because I would take time to listen, and I would sit there with them and I would give them a hug. And if I didn't give them a hug, trust me, they would ask for a Becca hug. They're like, "Where's my hug at?" So that made me feel warm just to take time to sit there and just listen to them for a few minutes. You might have heard the same story over and over and over again, but just to actually take time and listen to somebody, it means the world to them, especially if they don't have no family or nothing, or they've all passed away or something. They're a lot of the VFW men and women are elderly, so they don't really have nobody. So just a youngster, as they call them, to take time to sit down and listen to them and give them a hug and just say, "Hey, I'm here for you." It really truly does mean a lot to them. It truly does. It really
and
does.
yes, Rocket Queen, I guarantee you that there's a lot of people that done that. I mean, like you say, it reminds you of where you've been, and people are still good. And I want people to know that all this shit that's going, and guys, I am going to cuss because that's just me. But all this shit that's going on in the world right now, there's still good people here. There is still good people in this world. And I want people to know that. I don't want people to look at, all right, I'm different. I got more piercings than anybody I've seen lately. I've got over 300 tattoos, but I want people to know that there are still good people in here, no matter what you look like.
Exactly.
You could have 5,000 piercings and your whole body covered 99% in tattoos. But there are still good people in here that does that. And babe, I'll let you answer Summer Thunder's question.
I was seeing it, but I was waiting till you got done.
You go right ahead.
Guys. So this is, because we're just going to be blunt on here. So, I'm an open book, and you guys know that or should know that already. Anyway, so when I met Rebel first in February, like I was just telling you guys, I had a girlfriend at that time, and I was living with her. Well, my car messed up, and I thought that Rebel was a mechanic because he had this mechanic's jacket on. I had his name badge on. I was like, okay, well, he works on cars. Well, my car fucked up. And so I called him. I was like, can you come look at my car? I don't know what the hell's the matter with it. Well, he comes up and he was like, I don't know nothing about cars. And I'm like, what do you mean you have a mechanic's jacket on? I thought you were a mechanic. I thought that I was getting me a sugar daddy. He thought he was getting him a sugar mama. We both
lied.
We broke both bitches.
As of right now, Nani, I have 15. I just done one last night right here. It's a spider in my ear. I'm gonna put another one over here tomorrow, and that'll make 16. And how many you got, babe?
I have, yeah.
No, wait a minute.
Piercings? You talking about piercings? Oh, no, you're going to make me
21.
count. 1,
21. I have 21 piercings
2, 3,
from my forehead down
5,
to my
6,
chest.
7, 8, 9, 10,
22.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I only have 17, guys.
She'll have 18. Do we like pain?
He likes the pain. But the thing about it is, and y'all might laugh at this. Okay, so if yeah, okay, see this piercing right here? Me and him both have it done. It's called a septum. Okay. Years ago,
It hurts like a bit.
Years ago. No, it didn't. Anyway, so we went to a shop and we got it done.
Yeah,
And I told him I wanted it done. Well, me and him made kind of a pact, and he said, I'll get it done if you get it done. You get it done if I didn't get it done. Okay, that's fine. I'm up for it, whatever. So when I was getting mine done, this one right here, the septum. Anyway, when I was getting mine done, he had to go to the bathroom. And he said, well, if your nose is not done by the time I get out of the bathroom, then I won't get it done. No, it doesn't. Anyway.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Anyway, so he said, so when he came back out of the bathroom, my nose was already done. So guess who had to get his done? He did.
Guys, I'll do this right here. I'll do this piercing right here 20 to 30 times over before I'd ever do this again. This, my third eye, third and fourth eye, I guess, but it's really a third eye, didn't hurt nowhere near as this did. My nipples, that's a close run right there. But yeah, the septum hurt like a son of a bitch.
No,
So I forgot about these. So I got 22. 22 piercings, and I got over.
Being blunt, and we're just being blunt, and Rebel knows this. He has never had his privates done. I have.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Now that hurts like a bitch. Oh Lord. Yeah, if he takes all of it out and puts him some water in his cheeks, it's gonna be
Oh. And tattoos, like I said, over 300.
over 300 because he has
Exactly, Nani.
he has an at-home tattooist, which is moi.
I married my tattoo artist.
Okay. So, and that story, I'm sure that's going to be coming up next. How long have I been tattooing? I'm sure that if not, then I'll answer it for you guys. I've been tattooing for about 8 or 9 years. When I started tattooing, we started. It was ours and our dear brother, that God rest his soul. Today's his birthday. Bullet. He's one of our biker brothers. But anyway, so him and Rebel. Well, I'll tell you in a minute. Him and Rebel started, and myself and a few others started a tattoo club. It was called Dirty South Tattoos. And we just did tattoos and hung out with each other. It's kind of like a biker club, but we just focused on tattoos. Anyway, so my very first experience with a tattoo, I was taught the simple things of tattooing. The very first tattoo I ever did on anybody was a big old, because we had the Punisher on our patch. And so it was it was pretty good size. It was like a zombie Punisher. That's what the guy picked. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. Well, the thing about it is I was nervous as hell. It was my very first tattoo I've ever done. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
You're talking about the one on Smitty's neck.
And he said, and the dude that I did it on, he said, I'm telling you, you can do it. You can do it. Well, I had to go pick up Rebel from Burger King. He was working at Burger King at that time.
Oh, yeah.
9 years ago. And when I picked him up, you don't, when you tattoo somebody, you don't normally go a long break. Like if you have to do a long break, you might as well just make it. All right, Lena, you're fine. See you back in a little bit. But normally, if you do a long break on a tattoo, you might as well just make it 2 sessions and let that part heal and then work on the other one. Well, I didn't do that, and the dude said it was fine, but he said it was extremely painful because we waited like say an hour instead of breaking for like 5, maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes tops. We waited for an hour, and I finished his ink. His ink looked amazing. It looked amazing, but I was nervous as all get out. And but yeah, so I've been tattooing for about 8 or 9 years. I was taught like the simple things, how to do certain things, but the rest of it I've taught myself. I can't draw worth a shit, and I know this sounds crazy, but most tattoo artists can draw. I can't draw worth a shit, but I can tattoo like nobody's business. The only thing that I cannot do, and I'm practicing on it now, is portraits. That's one thing I cannot do, but I'm going to master it one of these days. I'm going to master it. So there, just in case if y'all were wondering, there's a little bit about my history in tattooing.
And she's a good, I don't care. She won't admit it. She won't admit it.
Years, I've did what? Well over 200 tattoos on you.
She won't admit it, but she's a damn good tattoo artist, guys. She is a damn good tattoo artist. She done one on a guy's neck. Was it on his neck? Smitty's? Where he won't, like it was being shot and it.
I think so.
She was doing that, and she come in and she said, "I can't do this. You're gonna have to help me because I've done tattoos in the past, but I can't now because my hands are too jittery and shit." But she come in and she said, "I need help. He wants it to look like this. It's on here, but it's not looking like that on here." So I said, "Well, learn." And I walked back in the room where I was at. And when she got done with it, it looked exactly like the paper. So she knows what she's doing. She's got to be confident in herself. All right, let's have some more questions, guys. I know y'all want to know other stuff besides that now. Come on. Like I said, you know what we're going to do. We're going to do stuff for the veterans. We're going to do things for the homeless. We're going to do stories on the homeless. We're going to do stories on veterans over here. I'm not going to say it's going to go political because Becca don't like talking politics and a lot of people don't like hearing politics. But I will talk a few things about it and give my opinions on it. So, yeah, we're going to go that way for a little bit. But I want y'all, and now, like I said, when we go to give out this stuff to the homeless, to the veterans, or if we stand in front of a store just to shake hands, you all will be with us. Now, Becca might take me and Tyler over there, me and James, me and Trinity, drop us off. We stay there for a couple hours, shake a few hands, but you all will be with us. Because I want y'all to be there and see all these veterans. And maybe we might get a story or two from a veteran. Or we may get a story from a homeless person. I do know a homeless guy that when I worked at Crystal Burgers, he come in and told me a story. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and tell you a story. I was a manager at Crystal's, a shift leader. It's not really a manager, it's just shift leader. And one of my crew members told me that this guy was digging in our trash. So I went out there to ask him, and I said, "Hey, you're not allowed to do this." I had to do it. It was store policy. He said, "Well, I'm down on my luck." And this bothers me to this day because his story was very, very tragic. And just to make sure, I did read up and see if it did happen, but they had dropped him off at work, and him and his wife and his daughter dropped him off at work. And as they were pulling out, they got hit by a semi and killed. They were unalived, killed in front of him, and that just tore me all to hell. So I did read up on it, and the next time that I seen it, every time that I would see him going back to the trash can, I would bring him in and feed him. You're not doing that, and they can fire him if they want to, but you went through something very tragic, because I don't know, I would go crazy. I would actually go crazy. God forbid that ever happened. So, yeah, I couldn't let him eat out of the trash can. And every now and then we see him. Tyler, actually, this was like last year, I believe, wasn't it? Huh? Well, she's gone, but this was like
Yes, it was last year, and Tyler went through his personal belongings and gave
clothes,
several
everything,
clothes, blankets, shoes, like, yeah.
socks, and we took him over there, and I told Tyler, I said, well, I want you to learn this stuff too. So you go give it to him. And he took it out there and gave him, I think he gave him some blankets too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was just, that really, really hurt me. And to this day, when I see him, it does bother me. Even to this day. And that's been over, Lord, that's been over 22 years ago.
Yeah, and Tyler talked to him one day, and he, we just try to get to know people. And Tyler said, "Can you tell me why you want, why are you on the streets and not get a home or something to that effect?" And he said, "Buddy," he said, "I've been homeless for 20 years. I don't know nothing else." And it was heartbreaking to hear. But I said, "Tyler, you talk to him, you get to know him." And he said, he said, uh, "I hope it don't upset you, sir. But I was just wondering how long, you know, like, one, why won't you get a home? And two, how long have you been this way?" And he gave him the little story of his wife and his daughter passing away. And he basically didn't know what to do with himself. And he was homeless for 20 years. So unfortunately, it's very sad. But some people that have been on the streets per se that long, they don't know nothing else. They're so used to being like survival instincts instead of getting a home and trying to better themselves. That's all they're used to doing, and it's very sad. It's very sad.
That's right, Rocket. He probably felt he had nothing left to live for because his life was gone. And I'd give him money, but then I started noticing that he was drinking quite a bit and getting arrested for being drunk in public. So we wouldn't give him no more money. We would buy him food or something like that. Now, there is another gentleman. If you go out of our house and drive about a quarter of a mile up the road, there's a gentleman that sits on the side of the road and says, "Homeless, please help." Tyler, around here, they give the kids, what's it called, honey? The food bag?
Snack packs. They have like different various like non-perishable food items in it.
Becca had picked him up one day and they were coming back home and Tyler seen him sitting there. So Tyler gave him, where he sits, it's a stop sign. So you have to stop right there where he's at. So when Becca stopped, Tyler said, "Can I give him this, Mommy?" And she said, "Yeah, go ahead." And he handed that to her. And he felt so appreciative, but he also felt so bad because a kid was giving it to him. And I said, "Bud, please don't feel bad. We've been in the same spot you have, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong for asking for help." And what gets me to this day is when Tyler helped that first gentleman with the clothes and the blanket and the shoes and socks and stuff like that, that he continues to do it. Every time that he sees someone, he wants to help them. He wants to come home and dig through his stuff that he's got. If he's got clothes that he don't want to wear, and he wants to take it and give it to them. And I'm not blowing on my, I'm not blowing my own, tooting my own horn or blowing my own horn, whatever y'all want to call it. But I, I think Tyler does great in that Accord, and really he done it just from me telling him the first time if he wanted to go ahead, and now he does it on his own.
Yeah.
Uh, Tyler can still be a butthead sometimes, but Tyler does have his good qualities. Trendy's the same way, but she's a little bit more shy because I try and teach her not to go, around people she don't know. Tyler's a Tyler's me as 14 years old. Seriously, 14 years old. That was me. He don't care. He's not afraid of nothing. And really, I wish he would get out of that. But Tyler's a good kid. Trendy's a good kid. James is a good kid. My oldest son, Hunter, he's a nice young man, good young man. Um, and I'm so thankful for everything that I have with these kids. I thankful for Becca. No, he hadn't cut his hair. Well, he had to, Rocket, and I can't remember why. Becca, you can you remember why?
He had a hair bow when he had it.
Yeah,
His hair was still like right here, but he had it in a hair bow and he couldn't get the hair bow out. So they had to trim the hair bow. And a lot of his hair, when they trimmed the hair bow, had like, it wasn't a lot, but it's like shoulder length and more even than like, kind of all over the place. But anyway, and he was so upset. He was like, I'm cutting my damn hair. He was so mad. And I said, it was just like a little bit. Like it was just a little bit.
yeah.
Like the long strings on the end. It got tangled up
The
in a
dead
hair
end.
bow, and they had to trim it. And Lord, he was so mad.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
he was. But guys, that's what we want to do, and I hope you go along with the journey with us as we do this. I actually wasn't going to do this, and uh, a lot of people have been saying, you know, do a show together, because Becca's got her own channel. I've got two channels with Tattooed Rebel, which is sort of dead right now. Go ahead, Angel.
She's doing better. Now, this is kind of an update on her. They took a bunch of blood and checked her for literally everything. Literally everything. And all her blood tests came back good. Even the autoimmune disease one, they just had that checked a couple of days ago because they didn't check it when they first did it. So she was upset to have to do blood again, but it came back and it's all good. The only thing that showed up, and is honestly the only thing that showed up in her lab results, is she just had a little bit of low vitamin D. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
And she's
she's
still having a little bit, what is it? Like a little bit low blood pressure, but she's doing a lot better than
it's
what
getting better.
I appreciate it.
But when she goes to take blood, I'm proud of her. She's doing it now. I don't have to wrestle with her. She goes in there, she laid her arm down, and she turned her head, and the woman stuck a needle in, and that was it. Now, Steve-O, speaking of that, there is a guy down here. As a matter of fact, he's the one that I told him, I said, I got to have that shirt. I got to have that shirt. And he said, come back in a few minutes and you can have it. I said, well, what do you want for it? I'll pay you for it. He said, no, just come back in a few minutes. You can have it. Well, when we went back, the shirt was laying there and he was gone. But it said, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. So the next time I seen the guy, which he goes everywhere, all around this town. Like I said, we live in Bristol, Virginia, but there's Bristol, Virginia, and Bristol, Tennessee. So it's one big town on the line of two states. So we seen him over in Bristol, Tennessee, and he was standing there and he had a sign. And this is a gospel truth. The sign said, I need money for weed. Gospel truth. It didn't say for food, didn't say for beer, didn't say for anything. And I said, that's the most honest cardboard thing I've seen from anybody in over 20 years. So we went back and I gave him like Steve, and I gave him $5. And he was so grateful for that, just for $5. I said, the only reason I'm doing this, I said, I don't wish you wouldn't buy the weed, but you wrote an honest thing on there. So here's your $5. And if you're going to be honest, I might give you the money, but don't come out there and say, hey, I need money for food. And then you go buy beer. If you say, look, I need money for beer, I might give you $1 or $2. I'm not going to give you the whole thing to get you your beer. You're going to have to work for it. But $1 or $2, yeah, maybe. But the guy with the weed sign, it was just such an honest answer. I had to give it to him. So I did. But guys, I want you all to go along with us on this journey as we do this. You know, y'all come over to White Trash Family for the bonfire and the concert every Friday and Saturday, and I love it. There's some that come in the Discord to watch movies with me on Wednesday night and on Sunday night, the Christian movies, and I love it. Everybody that goes over at Angels, I know she loves it because she has a blast. She'll come in here after a show, and if she's had a good time or if she's feeling good, she'll say, I had a great time. You know, there's sometimes that she'll come in here that she's not feeling good, but she will still get up there and sing. And hell, I get up there and sing sometimes. But it just makes me feel good to hear her say, I had a great time. Because, to be honest, guys, I don't know many people. As a matter of fact, I only know of one person in my life that has never been to a concert, and that's Becca. Now she's been to the VFW concerts, but she's never been to a rock concert or a country concert or any kind of concert where you have to go and you have to stand in the middle of a floor and just rock out to some music of rock or just jam out to some country. She's never been to one. I do want to take her so bad, but right now it's hard. But we'll get there. I'll get her to a concert one of these days. But she does. She has a blast with the karaoke. Steve-O comes in there. Sorry, Steve-O comes in there and sings with her all the time. I don't think that there's many Fridays that I don't see Steve-O not in there. And yes, me and Angel does do a duet every now and then. I know she will rock it. Once she gets to one, she'll want to go to every single one. Oh, I know she will. Trust me. I know you will. Oh, I know you will. Rocket knows you will. Nani probably knows you will. Beagle Mom, Summer Thunder, Steve-O, Digger Duck. Everybody in here probably will know that you will. See, Bowie was her first, Cure was her last. Yeah, I've done that too, Steve-O. But it's been a long minute since I've done that because cigarettes are getting high dollar. Yeah, see, Miss Fred. It's just, I don't know. It's just something about a concert. Once you get it in your blood, just like a tattoo. Once you get a tattoo, you'll want more, and you'll want more, and you'll want more, and you'll want more. Once you get to one concert, you're going to want to go to more. See, look, Big Mom said you'll get hooked the first time. Exactly, Nani. It's easy.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's a pack of 40. That's still high.
That's because our pack of cigarettes has 20 in it. So she's technically got 2 packs of cigarettes for $80. Holy shit.
Yeah, wow. I'd have to quit. I would. I'd have to quit. I can't afford $80 for a 2-pack of cigarettes. But I said I would quit when it went up to $5 a pack, and look at me. Pack of 20s is 40. Shoo, Lord, have mercy.
So, but that's technically because that in the USA, most of the packs of cigarettes have 20 in them. So yeah, one pack of cigarettes is $40. Holy shit. Wow.
Mary Jane said, crazy, better off smoking herb.
Yeah, pretty much. Lord, it's probably a lot cheaper.
Well, we got to wait till a good concert comes here. Because I don't want to take her to somebody that's just starting up, even though a concert's a concert. But I want to take her to like Freedom Hall. I mean, even though they have the casino over here, that's not really a concert. You're in a building with pool, poker tables and poker machines all around you. I wanted to just be the concert and drinks, but we'll find one. I check every now and then to see.
I told Rebel, and he knows I love all kinds of music. But there has been one person that I have met way before he was famous, way before, and I got pictures and everything.
And I got to take her to him.
And I want to like reconnect with him. I met Jelly Roll way before he was popular, And I want to get, and this is just, I told Rebel this the other day. I want front stage pass, and I'm going to print off the picture of me and him together. And then I want, and I know this is a lot of dreaming, but this is just me. And I want a backstage pass where I can sit and talk to him. I'm like, dude, I met you before you were famous. I met you at the VFW in Bristol, and you was just kind of like a what are those rappers called? He rapped at that time, kind of like a country rap artist. And we know where he was at. He was down here, and now he's all the way up here, and he is amazing. Yep. And I told Rebel the other day, because we were watching some on YouTube, I said, if I ever got a chance to re-meet Jelly Roll, I'm going to get that picture that I have on Facebook of me and him and print it out, and I want to be in front of him so that way he could see it. And then I want... That's exactly right. Thank you, Rocket Queen. Thank you, love. And I'm going to do, I know this is dreaming, but I mean, I'm just saying, because I have met him way before he was famous, way before. And I want, get back to the full thing where you can actually meet him and talk to him. And I'd be like, dude, I met you a long time ago, way before you got famous, way before. It was at the VFW, just a good conversation starter. And that's one thing. And, I absolutely love all kinds of music, but I love Jelly Roll, and his songs are amazing. They helped me through so much. And I just want to meet him again.
Yep. So, guys, any more questions? While you're thinking of those questions, let me tell you what's happening tomorrow night over on White Trash Family. Babe, get the link and drop it, please.
Hold on a second. Let me turn off my camera.
White Trash Family, tomorrow night, the bonfire is road trip songs. So if you want to, you got to get them in there within the hour. You can send it in the email, and Becca will drop the email here in a minute, or you can send it in Discord. I'll go ahead and put the Discord in there. I hope this is the Discord. It is. You can put it in the Discord right there. Becca's already put the link in there for White Trash Company, White Trash Family. So come on over and enjoy some music with us. There's a place in there called Bonfire Request. Just put the name of the song that you want, who it's sung by, and your YouTube name. And what I mean by road trip song is what happens when you get in a car. And big pub night tonight. Well, be safe, Rocket. Love you. Thank you for coming in,
Rocket. Thank you for coming in, Rocket.
But if you get in a car and you turn the key on, what song would you put on the stereo? So do that. Angel put the email in there. If you want to send it in the email, same way in there. Just put the name of the song, who it's sung by, and your YouTube name. They got to be in there by midnight tonight, though. That way I can get them on a list for tomorrow night or tomorrow evening. The bonfire starts at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then, hold on just a minute. I can't remember. The concert for Saturday is Blake Shelton. So come on in there. Me and Becca will be wearing our cowboy hats. Y'all come on in for that. And guys, please consider coming back, because we are going to do a bunch of things with this channel. We're not going to... What up, Ghost? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good, my brother. I seen where you said that you was walking, and it felt a little better for you to get up out and walk. And continued prayers for you, Ghost. Continued prayers for you.
Yes.
If y'all don't know, do me a favor and throw prayer hands up in there, because Ghost had a operation and he come through it, and I'm glad he did. I'm so glad he did. But still, I know, to me, I'd still be laying in the bed not wanting to move. But I'm glad you're up, moving about a little bit. And the sooner you get better, the sooner you better come back to White Trash Family and Tattooed Couple here and join us again. Guys, if you hadn't done this, do me a favor. Go outside, hit that like, hit that share, and hit that subscribe for me, please. We don't play music over here.
Good to see ya.
It is good to see you, but we don't play music over here. That's over there on White Trash.
We hope Mama Redneck's doing well.
Yes, I hope Mama Redneck is doing well. Yes. All right, guys. So, any more questions? Well, like I said, this channel here is for our homeless veterans. Oh, okay, Redneck. That's fine, buddy. It's for our homeless veterans, our homeless people here in our town. And maybe if we get to where we can afford to, we'll start going to other towns and giving out there. But right now, it's just me and Angel, and we're not asking for anybody's help. If you want to, please. We take donations for clothes. We take donations for anything for the homeless, blankets, socks, shirts, jackets. We're even asking for Bibles, because I want to hand out Bibles too, because I want people to know that there are good people in this world. And, you know, like I said a while ago, there's so much violence going on in this world right now. Left, right. Come on, people. It should be just people.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. There's a little park down here. As a matter of fact, it's the park me and Becca got married at. And it's a veterans park. You walk down this little aisle or little walkway, and it has the name of veterans on it. And at the bottom, there used to be a water fountain. It's not there no more, is it?
No, they took it away. Yeah.
But there is as a matter of fact, if you go look on Angel's page or my page on Facebook, you'll see where she come walking down the aisle with her sperm donor. And those little bricks had the names of veterans already inscribed on them. So, but behind that part, there is a park where people sit, and we have like the 4th of July parties, the annual Memorial Day, and stuff like that, Christmas. Because right across the street from where we got married is the big Christmas tree of Bristol, where they decorate it and all that good stuff and light it up. But that's where the homeless stay around here. And to be honest, guys, the reason I want to do this and try and help as much as I can in Bristol now, it's not a country law, it's a state law, which shouldn't oversee the government law, the Constitution. It shouldn't override the Constitution, but it does. That if you're caught sleeping in a park or sleeping on the side of the road or anything, you can go to jail for up to a week. And maybe that's good, but I don't think you should charge them for vagrancy because they're homeless. But you are giving them a place to stay where it's a little warm. They do get 3 hots and a cot, but still, don't charge them with homelessness. Look, if you want to tear all these buildings down here in Bristol or in surrounding areas, don't. Keep them buildings and put them up for the homeless people. Let homeless people go in there and stay. And that would help the homeless. Like I said, I've been homeless, and it sucks. It really does suck. Yeah, humans ain't allowed to be on Earth anymore, Mary Jane. I do believe that.
It does suck when you're constantly worrying about where your children are going to lay their head at night. It's
Go ahead and talk to them.
awful. It's an awful feeling. It really is. It's really awful. And then me and Rebel have also talked about making like care packages and handing them out to veterans and the homeless. When it starts getting these colder months, they don't have a lot, and if they do, it's like typically in a backpack. So like hand them out, gloves and socks and like a Bible and like hand warmers and feet warmers and stuff like that, because they walk all over the place. Some of them don't stay in shelters; they stay outside. And if we could just give them a little bit of warmth and compassion and kindness, I know that will go a long way. And maybe give them some like useful information, like phone numbers or something, and see maybe there might be a way that we might be able to help them out. We've talked about that, but yeah, we're really looking into being a difference in our community. And like I said, we're talking about making an Amazon wish list if anybody wants to help, but get like sling bags or like little backpacks or something, and put like socks and gloves and a scarf and like hand warmers, feet warmers, just stuff like that to keep somebody warm. Maybe some like deodorant and something like that to keep them, make them feel like a human, and maybe some like, I know there's some out there. It's kind of like spray on soap. Like if they're not able to take a shower, you spray it on, just wop it in. I don't know what it's called, but it's no scrub soap or something like that. You don't have to have water on it, and you just rub it on your body. And then they have the same for shampoo. So if they're not able to take a shower, they could do something like that to make themselves feel a little bit better, But yeah, we're like socks, like socks, gloves, toboggans or hats, just stuff like that. That is what we are really interested in. We want to get some bags together. Let our kiddos help us put the bags together and go downtown and hand them out and let people know, we're here for them. We care about them, and we just want to do this to, be a difference and letting you know, we care about you. And we're just trying to do a little act of kindness, to let you guys know that we've been there. We know what you're going through. We know what you're going through. So, just a little token, is saying that we appreciate you, even though that you're suffering with this and you, you are homeless because we've been there, but just anything like that, because these cold winter months are coming up soon. And we definitely want to get them out there, because and it's heartbreaking. And Rebel will tell you, it's heartbreaking every single year in just our area. And I'm sure it's all over the place, but every single year in our area, there's at least in the winter times, at least we'll say 10 or more deaths of a homeless person freezing to death. So if we could just give them a little bit of warmth, and show them that, everything will be eventually okay, that, this, that there's people that care, and to keep you, warm as possibly can. Maybe like hand out like a throw blanket, not a thick one, because something that you can put in a backpack, because most of the time homeless people carry backpacks or duffel bags or something. They carry, that's what they carry, and that's it. So if we could put maybe, like a couple pairs of socks, gloves, scarf, like toboggan, maybe like a little, like not a really thick blanket, but like one of those like little like throw blankets, just something to keep them warm, something to that effect. And like I said, I think it's some kind of shampoo and some kind of conditioner. You don't have to, soap, you don't have to have water for it. You just kind of spray it on your body. It makes you feel a little bit better. I've used it before. I can't remember what it's called.
We're going to start this very soon. As soon as we start getting things built up, because we don't want to just get one and take it. We want to get a bunch and take it to where we'll be sitting there for a couple of days. And we'll be doing that hopefully within the next few weeks. And we are going to do a toys. If someone sends a donation, we can make a thank you type card. Yeah, I wouldn't care. I'd like to have some cards made, but what I would want on it is thank you for if it's for a veteran. Okay, I can talk to you in Discord. It won't be tonight, but I can talk to you tomorrow, Miss Fred. It'll probably be after the bonfire, though, if that's okay. But if we do it for I want some made for veterans, and I want some made for the homeless. The ones for the veterans, if they're homeless, say thank you for your service, thank you for our freedom, and don't forget we love you. And if it's just for the homeless people, put on there, don't forget you are loved.
Yep.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow about it, Miss Fred. But I do want to do that and have them cards made up. And that way, when we hand out like a book bag or a gift pack, we can hand them that card too.
Absolutely, Miss Fred. That would be awesome, honey.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
But guys, I hope you stay and go along with us through this journey, because that's what we want to do with this channel. Now, a little news about tomorrow. I want you guys. Hey, Miss T. I want you guys, everybody that can be at the bonfire.
Love you, Nani.
Be at the bonfire tomorrow night. On Tattoo or White Trash Family, and over on Tattooed Angel, we're having Family Appreciation Night, which means we are giving a gift away. If you come in, Becca's going to write down your name, everybody's name, and then we're going to put everybody's name on the wheel. Okay? And then we're going to spin the wheel. I ain't going to tell you what the gift is, but we're going to spin the wheel, and whoever name it lands on. And there's a thing on Facebook. I got to find it. Not Facebook, but a thing for YouTube that you can use the wheel. And I got to find it. That when you come in, you can it automatically add your name. But if not, if I can't find it, then we'll just write down everybody's name, put it on the wheel, spin the wheel, and if it lands, say it lands on Beagle Mom. Beagle Mom wins the gift that we are sending out. Now, if you don't want to, because we do have to have your address, and we can, I don't know if you could have the name. I don't know. I don't know if we could put a. No, it's not a tattoo or a piercing.
Well, Beagle Mom, you're going to have to ship us in a big container because we duo, honey. I'm the tattoo artist, him's the piercer. So there you go.
But we are going to put it on the wheel and spin it, and then we have to have your address, and you can send us that in Messenger, or find Becca on Facebook and find me on Facebook, or you can just find Becca on Facebook if you want to, and she can take your address and your name, and we will send it to you.
Just a little token of appreciation for you guys.
But we're going to do that tomorrow as family. It's not fan appreciation. It's not member appreciation. It's family appreciation, because
absolutely
this over here is still a white trash, tattooed rebel, tattooed angel place. So we still consider everybody here as family. Miss T said, I did this last year. We also cooked a big pot of veggie soup and put it in cups with a piece of butter bread. Oh, that sounds good. And a bottle of water. It was so cold and the homeless needed it. Well, thank you for doing that, Miss T. That's very kind of you to do that for the homeless. See, we want to do something like, I don't know about the food, but we want to give them something where they will stay warm, because right now it's hard for us to do any food right now since, we don't have a trailer or nothing like that and stuff like that. But we'll, if you want to, you can send donations in where we can go buy this stuff, or you can buy this stuff. I'll have Angel tonight make a list for tattoo couple. Be women, men's, and clothing, stuff like that. Socks, blankets, jackets. We'll try and find the cheapest that we can. If you want to, you don't have to. You do not have to. We will try and do this ourselves, but if you want to help, we're not going to stop you. As we say on our other ones, well, as you see it right there, tips never accepted, but always much appreciated. So gifts never expected, but I know the homeless would appreciate it very much, and the veterans would too.
Absolutely.
So guys, please, I'm getting ready to go put us out, and if Becca has anything to say, if y'all have another question before we go, please ask it. Becca, if you got anything to say, go ahead, honey.
Yeah, we started this channel actually, what was it, about 2 years ago? And we just kind of put it on the back burner. When we first started this channel, me and Rebel was doing true crime. Like I was giving my thoughts and he was talking about it or whatever. And so we've changed it up to be, basically a difference in our community.
I'm glad you found us, Miss T.
Hi, Miss T. Yeah, basically being a difference in our community and getting to know us better, and you guys can walk on this journey with us and to help others. That's what it's about now. To be a difference in somebody's life, to help others, to help veterans, to thank veterans and let them know, we care about them and we love them the same as homeless people, because we've been there. We know exactly what they're going through. And so just a little token of appreciation and kindness goes a long way. It really does.
It does. All right, guys. So we explained a little bit. We will set up one of these probably every Thursday night. Now, if we go live, it'll be straight live. I won't set it up because we'll be out there, and StreamYard is right here. I don't know if I can get in StreamYard. Let me see right quick. Nope, wrong one. I know I got StreamYard on here somewhere. I thought I did.
As soon as I make up the list, Beagle Mom, honey, because we'll have to make it up for him. Because I don't know how you necessarily make an Amazon list, but I can add.
Same way you make yours.
Yeah, just I know, but it was a pain. I figured it out, but as soon as we get the list up and running and stuff like that, we will put it on and just as soon as basically as soon as we get the list, if y'all would like to help, you can. You don't have to, but if y'all would like to help, you're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to. I know that they would appreciate it.
We're going to do book, what do you call it? Not book bags, I'm sorry. Backpacks.
Yeah.
And we'll have that up probably by Sunday, maybe even Monday at the latest. So
Yeah, I told them it was going to have like hand warmers, foot warmers, gloves, socks, toboggans, maybe a little blanket, something like that in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be for men and women. And guys, I hate to say this, but there's some children out there too, so we might get some kid things put in there too. I don't know yet. I want to go look, and I'll take you with us and see if there's any kids that. I know I see a lot of adults down there, but I want to make sure that there's no kids. If there's kids, and there's also one thing else that I want to go do because everybody knows that I was on vacation for 6 months. I'd like to go to the jails and talk. Tell them that, hey, you don't. This don't have to be your life. You can change it around. And one thing that I do want to tell them, because I was one of these people when I was locked up, and I cannot stand myself for the way I've done it. But when you're locked up, you always turn to Jesus. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. Please don't think that I'm saying that. But you ask Jesus for help. Do this, do that for you. I'll do anything if you can help me. And you're doing that while you're in jail. Yet when you get out of jail, you forget all about Jesus. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because once you get out, it's back to the same old person. Back to the same old person. And that's not right. And I am one of the worst when I was in there for doing that. And I hate myself for doing that. Because that's just using. She looks like a Mohican angel with her background. I'm not going to no prison because they won't let me in because of my felony.
Yeah.
But maybe a jail would, because I know the people around here. But now prison, I think the closest prison to us is like 45 to 50 miles away over in Mountain City. But I know they wouldn't let me do that. Now, a local jail, I can ask if I can go in there and speak to these guys. But a lot of people, that's what I was saying, Big O Mom. A lot of people do want to find Jesus while they're in jail. But as soon as and I can't change everybody. But I would like to know that I at least help one. Because I'm not going to say everybody does it, but I know quite a few that do it. Ask Jesus for help, and when they get out, they just turn their back. Even though in my heart, I know Jesus will not turn his back on you. I know that for a fact. Even though you do, when you get out, he won't. So I want to do that too. I have to work on that though, because like I said, I'm a convicted felon. I have to jump through hoops and jump over red tape and all this to do that. But I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try. That's true, Big O Mom. Even if I don't, even if they don't stick with it, you plant the seed. And like I said, even though they turn their back, I know Jesus won't turn his. Because, and guys, trust me, I'm not pushing Christianity on anybody. I'm not trying to tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that. And Angel don't even know this. So y'all are getting, along with Angel, a firsthand hearing of me doing that. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is God talking to me or Jesus talking to me. But something is telling me that, you've done lived the lifestyle on the other side of the tracks. Now come on over here and look at this lifestyle. It's a whole lot better. The grass is a whole lot greener on his side. And he's proved it to me plenty of times. Look at this. Look at that sitting right there. He gave me that. And I couldn't be happier. He gave me 3 beautiful children, even though my oldest is with another man, but Hunter is still my son, a beautiful son to me. Handsome. If you heard me say beautiful, he'd probably flip his hand. But Tyler and Trinity, he's even gave me James. Hunter's gave me a grandchild, getting ready to give me 2 more. Papa, Granny.
No, Nana.
That's what I said, Granny. That's what I said,
No,
Granny.
Nana. Nana.
But guys, we just want to make a difference. We won't. I just. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Talk to him.
I know. I'm so excited. Our first grandbaby is about 6, almost 7 months old. And then we're going to have little ones. And it's her first pregnancy. And I said, I think she is. She hasn't went to her first. There he is. She hasn't went to her first visit yet. Look, he's a mini-me.
They want to
He
know you're
looks exactly like Rebel. He looks exactly like him.
Does he look like me?
Yes.
And to be honest, his fiance, her name is Becca.
Yes, it is. Yes. So he's following in his father's footsteps. His first baby was a boy.
Hold on.
Rebel's first baby was a boy.
Hold on, babe. This is the 68 model. This is the 99 model, the younger model.
The better looking one.
The better looking one, he says. And then
Does he look like him?
and the 2010 model's in there in the bed. So the middle one is the better looking one?
Oh, yeah, always.
Always?
First one.
So, Killian?
The better looking one.
You better not let her hear that.
The girl. She'd be the better looking girl.
Look. All right, guys. I'll be right back.
So, like I was saying, okay, it seems like that. This is just me. And a lot of people have said it. So I'm not the only one. Okay. Hunter's first child was a boy. Rebel's first child was a boy. Rebel's second children was twins. Hunter's second children, we're feeling is going to be twins. I've said it's going to be twins. Rebel said it's going to be twins. Hunter and his fiance is even possibly saying it's going to be twins. My mother has even said it's going to be twins. And twins run on our side, Gallop on our side. Twins also run on her side. So I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be twins. Pretty sure.
You tell him, Granny.
Nana.
That's what I said, Granny.
And it's crazy because his fiance's name is Rebecca. And it's spelled a little bit different than mine, but she goes by Becca. So when she comes over to visit or whatever, and everybody's yelling for Becca, and I'm like, what? And they're like, no, the other Becca. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to name her Beck and me Becca.
Granny.
No, Nana. So we got little bundles of joy coming soon. Actually, if it's correct, they said it would be around sometime in April. Sometime in April, we'll have a little bundle of joy in the family, new ones.
See, even Summer Thunder said Granny, and Beagle Mom did too. Granny.
Oh Lord. Oh my goodness.
And
don't
where's
you
Nani?
even start.
Where's Nani? Nani, you still in here?
Don't you even start, Hunter. No, Nana. Nana. Them's Nana's babies.
Hey, Nani.
Thank you, Nani.
Wait a minute. Nani. Does he not remind you of me? Look at him. On a live without a shirt.
Yep.
I started doing my first live without shirts.
I always do my lives without shirts.
He don't care.
All right. I'll do it. Hold on.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, he's Rebel Junior, guys. Truly. Yeah, on Rebel's side of the family, those genes are strong. Because you got Rebel, you got Rebel first, then Hunter looks like Rebel, then Tyler looks like Rebel, then Baby Killian looks like Rebel. Yeah. So it's like, it's very strong genes on that side of the family. Very strong.
All right. Tell them I put a poll in there. They can go answer it. All right. Go answer the poll then, guys.
My answer. You already know my answer.
It's Granny.
You already know my answer.
Ain't nobody saying no.
I do. If he follows in the same footsteps, and like I said, the genes are very strong, I do strongly believe him's going to have him twins this time.
Not a mini-me, a Hulk. Hey, Killian, that boy big.
He's a chunky monkey.
Yeah,
He's a chunky monkey.
Hold on a minute.
A Hulk.
That's baby Killian.
Baby Killian was talking to you guys.
5 boats. Come on, guys. There's boats in here. Let's see some boats. Y'all wanted the poll. There it is. Y'all give me them answers. I know. He's adorable. Go over on Hunter's page and you got pictures of him on there.
I'll post them.
Him's precious. Him little chunky monkey. Him little he got little fat cheeks.
They're probably seen just my profile.
Him so cute.
Huh?
They've only seen my profile picture.
All right, let's see. 6 votes. Every one of them says twins.
Mm-hmm. See?
Are you a big boy?
What?
Are you a big boy?
Yeah.
Then why in the hell you got to hide?
I just do it.
He said, I'm out of here.
He went like you.
Twins.
Because on certain streaming apps, it's not allowed.
But you know what? One time Hunter said triplets and his fiance about,
Shit a brick.
yeah, she about hurt him real bad. She was like, no. She said, if I have triplets, then you can have one, Becca. I was like, I'll gladly take one and spoil the other ones too.
No.
Yes.
Look, James is the last one we're raising.
We get to spoil them rotten and hand them right back to mama and daddy.
That we can do. I do not care to do that whatsoever.
But yeah, Becky said, if I'm having triplets, you're having one of them. You're taking one.
All right, guys, we're going to jump off here, but thank you for being here, and I'll go ahead and end the poll, and that way it'll pop up in
agree,
chat and y'all
Nolly.
see it. Everybody
I
voted
agree,
yes.
Nolly. Did you see what
Voted.
Nolly put?
2 more mini room.
That definitely 6-2.
Yeah.
No, I'm just the original maker. It's going to be mini hunters.
I bought a trade.
He brought the train.
Didn't even get
Oh, Lord.
All right, guys. But that's what we're going to do with this channel. Don't forget to come by tomorrow night. If you want to be involved in the giveaway, family member giveaway, come on over there tomorrow. Thank you. Hunter the first, second, and third, and fourth.
Oh, man.
We're going to have all kinds of grandbabies with Hunter.
So, no more than 30.
All right. But much love and respect to everybody. Don't forget to be here tomorrow night at 5 p.m. over on White Trash. And then what time are you going live?
9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night for some karaoke, guys. Woo woo.
And a giveaway over on Tattooed Angel.
Yes.
All right, guys. Much love and respect. I'll say it here. You can tip your host and your co-host right there in the cash app rolling across the bottom screen. You don't have to. It's not required. The only requirement is come in, hit the like, hit the share, and subscribe if you haven't, and enjoy the show and the time that you spend with family and friends, because that's what you are over here. You're family and friends. You're not a subscriber. You're not a member. Nothing like that. And Miss Fred, if you're still here, like I said, I'll talk to you tomorrow after the bonfire. All right? All right, guys. You have a good night. Much love and respect, and we will see you tomorrow night. Let me fix this. I got to set something right quick. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. So y'all be good, stay safe, and we love y'all.
Love y'all.
Share this channel out. Tell everybody to subscribe. And we'll have that link set up in Amazon soon. Love y'all.
Thank you.